you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend today's ceremony. It means a great deal to me to see so many people here. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Captain Ellis, Sergeant First Class Charles, Staff Sergeant Dame for putting together an outstanding ceremony. Staff Sergeant Dame, thank you for that wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you for presenting me from the whole company such a wonderful plaque. Major Ambrose, thank you for those words. I get these outbursts, I can't help it. I appreciate your guidance and leadership over the short 3 months that we've worked together. I wish it had been longer, but unfortunately it's my time to go. I believe the company is in good hands in your command, and I know you'll take the soldiers to new heights. Colonel Simpson, Command Sergeant Major Snyder, thank you for allowing me to continue to serve as First Sergeant of Alpha Company in your battalion during your time here. The unit has grown immensely since your arrival, and the future is bright under your leadership. Thanks to James Rodriguez for taking time out of his busy schedule at C&J Tire and Auto. I can't believe I got paid for that.
Nice plug.
So thank you for being here. Lonnie Jones, my longtime friend, thank you. Mark Kauscher, John Blyler, Dan Anderson, Josh, thank you. Alpha Company's come a long way since December of 2011. When I walked through the door, the unit was brand new. I think I was 11th or 12th soldier here. I was brand new First Sergeant, handed the keys to a company and told, build it. You've got nothing, but here it is. Obviously, I had some help along the way, and I'd like to thank some of those individuals. Captains Bowman, Smith, Winnison, Trick, and Wilkes were already in the company when I arrived. Most of them have since gone from the battalion. We sat down for several days at a table and drew up blueprints to build the whole battalion, but company by company. We determined how many rooms, or how the rooms would be constructed, how many outlets would be in each room, how many internet drops, color to paint it, everything. DPW said, you can do it, but we're not going to do it for you. So we did some coordinations with guys from the 20th to show us how. But most of the builds came from some of the NCOs that were already here. I want to thank each of them. Sergeant Fergoli, Staff Sergeant Smith, Sergeant First Class Mason, Sergeant First Class Pora, Sergeant First Class Gibbs, Staff Sergeant Garcia, Sergeant First Class Clark. These soldiers, and some others that I might be forgetting, are the foundation of the original Alpha Company. They accomplished tasks that aren't normally asked of soldiers. These soldiers tore down walls, made numerous trips to the dump, constructed new walls, hung drywall, painted company with fresh coat of paint. They used ingenuity to obtain desks and chairs so that they could have space to work. They used their vast amounts of military knowledge to write SOPs and build their respective teams in order to be ready for PMT and deployment to Afghanistan. Without the soldiers like those I've mentioned, I could not have accomplished the task of building the company. I thank you all very much. I'd like to thank my good friend, Master Sergeant Retired Brian Lockwell. Upon his arrival to the company, I tasked him to build the CMOC capable of training a CA company to deploy to Afghanistan within a year of activation. He and Captain Pomeroy worked tirelessly to ensure the company was ready to deploy, and that's exactly what they did. Even though they're not here, I thank them both for their hard work. I'd like to thank Major Moya, the first commander of Alpha Company. He provided leadership and mentorship at a First Sergeant such as I needed to be successful. Thanks to his mentorship, I managed to hold this position for 42 months. Also, thanks to Captain Bowen for keeping the company going at a high standard after taking over from Major Moya. Major Moya was also the one who put me in for this medallion, so I thank him very much, even though he's not here. He's in Honduras. I would like to give a huge thank you to my fellow First Sergeants. We helped each other out along the way, and I think we had a great working relationship to accomplish what was basically the same goal, and that was having a great company. First Sergeant Will Butler, original HAC, and acting Sergeant Major when I got here. He was was here from the get-go, and his previous First Sergeant time proved instrumental in assuring the battalion start off on the right foot. First Sergeant Salisbury Bravo Company, I hand over to you the reins as the longest tenured soldier within this battalion. Don't screw it up. First Sergeant Nathan Smokey Lathrop, Sergeant Major Donald Rowland, he was the original Delta Company First Sergeant. First Sergeant Chisler, Charlie Company. First Sergeant Walker, Delta Company. First Sergeant Ross, currently Charlie Company. And First Sergeant Richards, currently HAC. First Sergeant Davis, and First Sergeant Reynolds, Delta Company and Echo Company respectively. Thank you all for sharing your experiences as First Sergeant with me. Help me be successful. Also, thank you for giving me a place to vent my frustrations when either Command Sergeant Major Lewis or Command Sergeant Major Snyder were being difficult to deal with. In all seriousness, it's been a pleasure working with each of you during my time here. To the current group of company soldiers, of Alpha Company soldiers, thank you all for what you continue to do every day for your teams, the company, the battalion, and your country. Each of you served with distinction, and you are all great Americans. I'd like to thank my dad, and my brother for coming down from Virginia. I'm glad you're able to witness such a fantastic military ceremony. But you were gracious enough to build an awesome screened-in porch for my wife to enjoy while I'm in Kuwait. I'm thankful that my daughter's here. Love you, kiddo. I know it's cliche to say that behind every great man is an even better woman, but I truly believe that to be true. I also believe that the toughest job in the military is that of the spouse. Yeah, we got to do a lot of training. We have to work long hours. We have to deploy to dangerous places around the world. But it's the spouse that is left behind to handle the duties of the house. They must be both mother and father. They must continue their job of college education, in my wife's case, while taking care of the kids. They gotta do homework, make dinner, take out the trash, transport the kids to extracurricular activities, all of that. Over the last 42 months, I've been called out in the middle of the night to deal with different issues. I had stretches of 16-hour days. Been gone for a week here, 3 weeks there. I wasn't home in June when it was 95 degrees and our heat went out, or our air conditioner went out. And I deployed to Afghanistan. I also needed a little nurturing while recovering from back surgery. And as you can see, I can be a big baby, especially when I don't feel well. My wife also spent about 2.5 years as the company FRG leader. Through it all, my rock, the rock of our family, never crumbled. While there were times she didn't understand or like what was going on, she knew it was my job. Supported me like no one ever has. Tanya, I don't know. I don't know if I could have gotten through the last 42 months and been successful without you by my side. I owe my success to you. Thank you for all that you do for me and our family. I love you more than you could ever imagine. I'm going to miss you. Alright, I think I'm done with that. Better than I thought. People say you should leave something better than when you found it. Obviously, it wasn't difficult for me to do when you walk into a brand new unit and there was nothing there. but I hope that what I have left is a company that is in an acceptable state. First Sergeant Groves, you're taking over an outstanding group of soldiers. I wish you the best as your time as First Sergeant for Alpha Company, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Again, thank you all for attending.